Sulawesi is one of the larger and more rugged islands of Indonesia. I came to see the island within the island. It's called Tana Toraja, a land that's more than a mile high, surrounded and largely sealed off by mountain peaks. Located in the highlands of the southwestern peninsula of Sulawesi. That isolation helps give the Toraja culture identity distinct from the rest of Sulawesi. They're Christians in a country that's almost 90% Muslim, and they prepare food in a style all their own. Their way of life is intriguing, and their way of death is spectacular. Their rituals for the dead have been practiced since way before the Christian era, and they proclaim that death doesn't really come to a person until long after the heart stops beating. My friend Dini Yusuf is passionate about the local cuisine, and today she's taking me on a mountaintop food crawl. Our first stop is her neighbor's rice paddy. Rice harvest is over. Now comes the snail harvest.
I go around and collect the snails.
To collect snails, all we have to do is grab a bucket and scoop them up out of the water.
I'm not going in. You can have a good time.
You're not going in?
I'm not going in.
You cheater!
I want to stay pretty. Yeah. Just,
whoa! It doesn't take long to discover why Dini might choose to stay out of the rice paddy.
4 inches of water and about 1.5 feet of decomposing vegetable matter.
Dini's neighbors are Dorsha and Mama Tiku. Farm families usually get 3 rice harvests per year out of a paddy like this one. And when the rice is gone, the snails are ready. They look really gross when you see them at all.
How she saw them, I have absolutely no idea. Does that look like a snail to you? No, it's a bunch of rotting twigs. Oh my God. So buried under all of this stuff is a snail. That's miraculous. That is seeing something that isn't there.
These families have had lots of practice. For centuries, rice farmers have supplemented their diet with the protein from the snails in their fields.
She's got 3. This is what I got. Bupkis. Oh! It's a rock.
I'm finally starting to have some success, but then I realized that something is hunting me.
That's the biggest leech I've ever seen.
This guy would just keep drinking blood until his stomach swells to 5 times its body size. Not gonna happen, though.
Because he bit the wrong guy. I'm at the top of the food chain. Although he's aggressive, look, he's trying to bite again on the thumb. Doesn't taste so good, buddy, does it?
All right, maybe we've done enough snail hunting.
let's go and eat.
Fresh snails need to soak a day and a night to get the silty soil out of them. Luckily, we've got some that Dorsha collected yesterday.
Shallots.
Yeah. Turmeric.
Yep,
Yeah.
fresh turmeric.
Yeah.
Garlic, onion, lemongrass, coconut milk. It doesn't take long.
That smell amazing.
So you want them to show you how to eat it?
That I'm really good at.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Fantastic.
This may look disgusting, coming out of all that muck, but the muck is really a flavor enhancer, enriched by plants, 100% natural and chemical-free. Higher elevation means fewer bugs and more pristine water.
They have a very, very delicate, earthy flavor that I just love. And obviously living in such beautiful conditions in that water with all the nutrients in the rice paddy at the altitude it's at really helps.
So how many have you eaten so far?
Well, this is my 3rd bowl.
But the snails are just an appetizer. Before I eat my hosts out of house and home, Dini moves us on down the road to visit another friend and try another local delicacy. But it doesn't look very delicate. This traditional Toraja house, called a tangkonan, is the home of Christina Lembang.
Ini Andrew and Zimmern dari Amerika.
Dini's advised me to bring along a gift for what will become the most unusual social call I've ever paid.
An offering.
Ya, terima kasih, Indra.
Oh, you're very welcome.
She lives here with her sister, with the father and mother who have passed away.
You heard that right. Christina lives with parents who have passed away. But in Toraja, they're not considered dead. They're simply referred to as sick. Relatives with this particular sickness remain at home, getting meals and receiving visitors.
This is the grandmother.
Ya,
This is
ambil ini Indo.
How old was he when he got sick?
Lebih 100.
More than 100 years old.
Wow.
The coffins must be sealed up tight. There's no smell of death or even of the formaldehyde the bodies are preserved in. My gift bag of tobacco and betel nuts is now going to be shared with the deceased relatives.
Ini kasih masuk di sini.
Put it in the blue
Ini.
bag.
Indo. Toh.
Sure.
The deceased aren't really dead until the family holds a funeral. But Torajan funerals are so elaborate and immense, families work for a long time to save up for one. Christina figures her parents will continue staying here at home for about 2 years. Now, she's telling them we have to go.
Beautiful. What did she say?
Grandma and Grandpa, we are going to eat in the rice barn with the American man. Handsome man.
Oh, very nice.
Dinner is living in a pond behind the house. And thanks to Christina's son, August, we won't have to go fishing for it.
He's draining the pond.
It's so much easier that way.
Here's what we're after, freshwater eels. August quickly catches a bunch. Not me. Slippery as an eel? Well, clearly, that's no cliche. We're making a traditional Toraja dish known as lendong pamerasan. Step 1, catch the eels. Persistence and good luck finally produce success. Step 2.
Press the head.
All right.
Step 3, split them on sticks and char them over an open fire. Then stir-fry them on the kitchen stove. But getting into the kitchen turns out to be an unexpected challenge.
Watch out your head, Andrew.
Watch out my head. I can't fit through the kitchen door.
Joking, you cannot?
I'm not joking.
Not many Toraja still live in the traditional tangkonans because they're so small.
Your legs first.
My legs first?
Now I know why.
I just like the fact that they haven't taken the guts out. They just cut the head, they roast them whole, guts, heads.
Christina stir-fries them with lemongrass, garlic, chili, scallions, and shallots. But here's the ingredient that makes the meal uniquely Torajan.
What's the black stuff?
And the black powder, we call it pamerasan. It's from the pamerasan tree or pangi tree.
Toraja cooking is sometimes called black food because they use so much powder from the ground-up fruit. Christina gives thanks for the food and for having a guest.
Bapa kami yang ada di surga. Nasi yang di hadapan kami. Amin.
Amen. That's some good eel. Sweet, fatty, melts in your mouth.
The black powder adds a dusty, citrusy flavor with the taste of sandalwood and rotten mushrooms.
Wow, that's good.
You want to bring some home?
Absolutely. Package the rest of mine to go.